Before your feet touch the floor, the pressure may already be awake. A bill is due. Income has become uncertain. Another application waits to be sent. Caregiving costs keep rising while the available money does not. For others, the details are different, but the morning can still begin with fear, worry, stress, or the exhaustion of waiting. Those concerns are real. They deserve honest attention, but they do not deserve control of the morning. Need may be urgent without becoming panic. A difficult balance does not make you a failure. An unanswered question does not have to become shame, and uncertainty does not have to leave you frozen before the day begins. You may not be able to remove every financial pressure this morning, but you can choose how you will enter it. Not by denying the numbers, not by forecasting every possible loss, but by bringing what is real before God and receiving responsibility for what can be done today. We will move through 5 practices: trust, work, wisdom, contentment, and generosity. We will learn to trust without becoming passive, to work without pretending we control every outcome, to use wisdom with practical decisions, to practice contentment without hiding genuine need, and to remain generous without ignoring healthy limits. Then, we will bring concrete needs into prayer together. This is not a promise of guaranteed wealth or immediate financial resolution. It is a path of honest petition, responsible action, and enough strength for today, and that path begins with the prayer Jesus taught. Not a blank check for every desire, but a humble, bold request: give us this day our daily bread. Give us today what we need. That is the controlling petition. It is brief enough to remember, but strong enough to reshape how we face material pressure. We ask God to give, because provision is received before it is possessed. We ask for what we need, because faith can be specific: food for the table, shelter, necessary bills, suitable work, resources for caregiving, and wisdom for the next faithful decision. Notice the word today. It does not forbid planning, saving, preparing, or considering what may come. It does place a boundary around anxious forecasting. We are not required to carry every imagined shortage as though it has already arrived. We may prepare for tomorrow without demanding control of it. Today has needs. Today also has grace, responsibility, and an opportunity to obey. And notice the word us. This is not merely, give me more. Provision remains connected to a community. We ask with an awareness of households, neighbors, co-workers, those who can help us, and those we may be able to help. Daily bread cannot be reduced to private accumulation, while others disappear from view. The prayer keeps our hands ready, both to receive and to respond. 2 reversals must be corrected. The first is pretending that mature faith has no concrete needs. It does. We may name them plainly. The second is treating prayer as a mechanism that guarantees wealth, speed, or the outcome we prefer. It does not. We may ask boldly without claiming entitlement. We may seek real provision while surrendering its timing and form. Bold asking and humble surrender belong together. This petition therefore disciplines desire, time, and expectation. It authorizes specificity, but it refuses panic and excess as measures of God's care. And the 5 practices ahead are not optional inspiration. Trust, work, wisdom, contentment, and generosity are the lived expression of this prayer. First, we begin with trust, depending on God for today, without demanding command of every tomorrow. First, trust God for this day. Trust is not a vague feeling that everything will become easy. It is bringing the known need to God while releasing the demand to know every outcome in advance. We tell the truth about what is due, what is missing, and what remains uncertain. Then we refuse to live all possible futures before this day has even unfolded. Anxiety reverses that order. One bill becomes a ruined month. One rejection becomes permanent failure. One delay becomes evidence that we have been abandoned. The concern may begin with a fact, but fear multiplies it into conclusions the fact cannot prove. Think about a familiar kind of morning. Someone checks an account balance and sees less than expected. Within moments, the mind has traveled far beyond that number. It has imagined every payment failing, every option closing, every conversation ending badly. Nothing has yet changed beyond the balance on the screen, but attention has already been consumed by disasters that may never arrive. That is one cost of panic. It spends the attention needed for prayer, planning, work, and wise conversation. It can make us feel intensely active while leaving us less able to respond to what is actually before us. So pause and ask, what is actually required today? What belongs to a later day? What fear am I treating as certainty? These questions do not erase difficulty, they restore proportion. They separate the present responsibility from the predicted catastrophe. Trust does not require us to pretend that the numbers are comfortable. There is room to grieve, to lament, to admit that we do not know how provision will come. But uncertainty is not the same as abandonment, and discomfort is not a command to surrender the day to fear. Trust for today, then take today's next faithful step. Daily dependence is not passive. It releases our attention from imagined outcomes, so we can pray clearly, think honestly, and work faithfully with what is now in our hands. Second, work what is in your hands. Trust does not mean standing still while responsibility waits. It means taking the action available to us without making our peace depend on the outcome. Work is broader than paid employment. It may be earning a wage, searching for a position, learning a skill, caring for someone, managing a household, recovering enough to participate again, or asking for appropriate help. Productive faithfulness is not measured by one person's capacity. Illness, disability, caregiving burdens, and limited opportunity shape what can honestly be done. A smaller step taken within real limits is not a lesser act of obedience. Two distortions pull us away from this steadiness. One is frantic overwork, driven by the fear that rest will cause everything to collapse. The other is passive waiting dressed in spiritual language, as though prayer removes the need to apply, prepare, speak, or ask. Faithful effort rejects both. It is diligent without becoming desperate, responsible without claiming control. Think about someone seeking employment. Today's work may be one strong application, one thoughtful follow-up, and one focused skill-building task. Those actions are concrete and manageable. They may create opportunity, but they cannot guarantee immediate income. They cannot force a reply, secure another person's approval, or determine when a door will open. That distinction protects us from pride when effort succeeds, and shame when results are delayed. We are responsible for faithfulness, not mastery over every decision that affects us. So ask, what honest task can I complete today? What conversation needs to happen? What application can I submit? What request for help have I postponed? Choose what fits the day and your actual capacity. Do the available work faithfully, then release the result that work cannot command. And once we are willing to act, another question follows. Which action is truly prudent and which merely feels urgent? That is why faithful work must be guided by wisdom. Third, ask for wisdom with the numbers. Faithful effort needs direction, because not every action that feels urgent is responsible. Financial wisdom sees the situation truthfully and chooses the next sound step without shame, denial, or magical thinking. Fear often reverses this pattern. It avoids the statement, hides the problem, postpones the conversation, or reaches for whatever brings immediate emotional relief. But relief is not always wisdom. Panic can favor a quick decision that quiets tonight's anxiety while increasing tomorrow's burden. Think about a stack of obligations that cannot all be handled at once. Wisdom does not pretend the stack is smaller, and it does not treat every item as equally urgent. It identifies what protects essential needs, what carries a firm deadline, what can reasonably wait, and where communication may create a responsible option. That may mean contacting a provider before a payment is missed, or asking a trusted advisor to review the situation before an irreversible choice is made. Timely honesty can accomplish what secrecy cannot. Practical wisdom also asks ordinary questions. Which expenses are necessary and which are preferences? What recurring costs should be reviewed? Have the amounts, dates, terms, and consequences been confirmed? What needs clarification? What commitment has been made, and where should it be documented? These are not universal instructions for every household. They are categories that help us replace confusion with truthful attention. And when a decision exceeds our knowledge, humility seeks qualified counsel. Prayer does not replace expertise. We can ask God for guidance while listening carefully to trustworthy people who understand the decision before us. Seeking help is not evidence of failure. It is often part of responsible stewardship. So ask, what is the next decision, not the whole problem, but the next decision? What information is missing? What conversation am I avoiding because I fear embarrassment or disappointment? Pray clearly, look honestly, choose deliberately. Wisdom orders what is outside us. Yet even an orderly plan can be unsettled if comparison keeps redefining what counts as enough. That is why the next practice turns from arranging obligations to examining desire. Fourth, receive enough without comparison. Contentment is not pretending to need nothing. It is freedom from making our peace depend on possessing what someone else appears to have. This does not make an unpaid necessity unimportant. It does not excuse unfair treatment, silence, lament, or forbid us from seeking better work, safer conditions, adequate income, and appropriate support. A content heart can still ask boldly because gratitude and honest need are not enemies. Honest desire says, "This is what is lacking, and I will bring it before God." Comparison says, "I cannot be at peace until my life resembles theirs." One names a real gap, the other keeps moving the boundary of enough. Think about how quickly a glance at another person's life can alter the meaning of our own. We see apparent prosperity, visible ease, or an opportunity we wanted. Suddenly, what was partly sufficient for today feels worthless. The need may still be genuine, but it has become entangled with envy, restlessness, and the suspicion that someone else's abundance proves our neglect. Comparison does not have to change our circumstances to intensify scarcity. It only has to teach us contempt for what is already present. So take a two-part inventory. First, name the real gap without embellishment. What is missing? What need remains unmet? What better condition should still be pursued? Then name what is already available without contempt. An ability, a relationship, a useful option, a modest resource, a small provision that can serve today. Contempt can hide what gratitude helps us notice. It can obscure the people beside us, the skills within us, and the limited but meaningful possibilities before us. Tell the truth about what is missing, and give thanks for what is here. Ask without envy, receive without shame, pursue improvement without surrendering peace. And as gratitude widens our vision, we begin to notice that provision is not only something we seek for ourselves, it can also move through us. That leads to the fifth practice, keeping an open hand with wisdom and healthy limits. Fifth, keep an open hand. The prayer for daily bread says us, because provision is not imagined for isolated lives. We belong to one another, and in seasons of uncertainty, mutual care becomes one way fear loses its authority. Generosity may include money when giving is appropriate, but it is not confined to money. We can share time, food, useful information, a referral, transportation, focused attention, encouragement, or practical help. Limited finances do not make a person incapable of generosity. They simply require compassion to remain close to wisdom. Fear tells us to protect everything, reveal nothing, and treat every other need as a threat. But reckless giving is not the answer. Neglecting necessary obligations, ignoring dependence, or exceeding healthy limits does not prove stronger faith. One posture closes the heart, the other abandons responsibility. Generosity chooses neither. Think about an extra place at a meal, a timely job lead sent to someone searching, or an hour spent helping with a difficult task. The act may be modest, yet it can still lessen another person's burden. Meaning is not measured only by monetary size. And generosity is not a transaction with God. We do not give to purchase a larger return, secure protection from hardship, or obligate God to enrich us. Giving is an expression of love and shared trust, not financial leverage. So ask, what can I share responsibly today? Where can I offer real help without neglecting what has already been entrusted to me? And is pride keeping me from receiving assistance when another person is willing to give? An open hand faces both directions. It offers with dignity, and it receives with humility. Give without bargaining, receive without shame. Keep wisdom beside compassion. Now the 5 practices stand together. Trust for today, work faithfully, seek wisdom, remain content, and practice bounded generosity. The path has been named. Next, we will name the concrete need this whole posture must carry into prayer. Gather the whole path before you pray. Trust God for today. Work faithfully with what is available. Seek wisdom for the decisions before you. Receive enough, without comparison. Remain open-handed, ready to give responsibly and receive humbly. These practices do not compete. Together, they form a steady posture for bringing a real burden before God. Now identify one concrete need. It may be rent, food, utilities, debt pressure, unstable income, employment, medical expenses, caregiving costs, or another necessary obligation. You do not need to explain it to anyone. You may not even be ready to say it aloud, but name it honestly within your own heart. Let the need become specific enough to pray about, without allowing fear to enlarge it beyond what is true. Then ask 3 questions. What do we need? What can we do today? What must we release because we cannot control it? The first question makes room for bold petition. The second accepts faithful responsibility. The third surrenders the results, timing, and circumstances that effort cannot command. This is how specificity remains peaceful. We ask clearly, act responsibly, and refuse to make certainty the condition of trust. The prayer ahead will ask for tangible provision. It will not promise wealth, instant resolution, or a timetable we can demand. Provision may arrive differently or later than we hope. Still, we may come with expectancy and humility. Hold your need before God now, and let us pray together. God, we come without hiding what financial pressure has stirred within us. You see the fear, the shame, the distracted thoughts, and the exhaustion we have carried. You know the need we have named. Help us bring it honestly, without exaggeration, and without pretending it does not hurt. Give us today what we need. Provide daily necessities, suitable work, timely help, clear opportunities, resources for those carrying caregiving, responsibilities, and strength for the obligations immediately before us. We ask boldly for tangible provision, yet we surrender the form and timing of the answer to you. First, teach us to trust you for this day. Keep our attention within the responsibilities now before us. Help us distinguish facts from fears, present needs from imagined disasters. We release the futures we cannot control. When uncertainty remains, steady us. When fear begins to forecast loss, return us to what is true today. Second, strengthen us for faithful work. Give us energy, discipline, opportunity, and perseverance. Give courage for applications, follow-ups, necessary requests, and difficult conversations. Help us do what is available without believing that effort can command every result. Where illness, disability, caregiving, or limited opportunity restricts our capacity, protect us from shame, and grant grace for the step we can honestly take. Third, give us wisdom with every decision. Help us review our situation truthfully, prioritize responsibly, and ask informed questions. Guard us from impulsive choices made only to quiet immediate anxiety. Lead us toward trustworthy, qualified counsel, and give us humility to receive it. Fourth, form contentment within us. Free us from comparison and from contempt for what is already present. Teach us to recognize useful gifts, faithful people, and modest provisions. Let gratitude sharpen our sight without becoming denial. We will still name genuine need, still seek improvement, and still ask for help. Fifth, keep us wisely generous. Show us what we can share without neglecting necessary responsibilities. Teach us to receive assistance without shame. Remove every attempt to use giving as a bargain for wealth, protection, or a guaranteed return. Make our care sincere, responsible, and mutual. We pray for all who are awaiting income, employment, assistance, a decision, or relief from a necessary expense. Open appropriate ways forward. Bring timely support through people, institutions, opportunities, and communities. We do not declare when or how resolution must come. We ask with hope, act with faithfulness, and entrust what remains beyond us to you. Give us daily bread, give us daily wisdom, give us daily strength, give us daily peace. Thank you for your presence in uncertainty, your guidance in decisions, the community through which care can move, and the grace to take the next faithful step. Amen. The prayer has ended, but the circumstances may not be finished. The balance may remain unresolved. The application may still be pending. A difficult decision may still require time, counsel, and courage. Yet none of these must govern our inner posture or command the way we walk through this day. We will trust God for what is before us. We will work faithfully with what is in our hands. We will seek wisdom before urgency makes the choice for us. We will practice contentment without denying what is lacking. We will give responsibly and receive humbly. This is our portable commitment: trust, work, wisdom, contentment, and generosity. We are not claiming certainty about every result. We are receiving peace enough to think clearly, courage enough to act responsibly, humility enough to seek help, and strength enough for today. Tomorrow may carry questions we cannot answer now. We do not need control of every tomorrow to take today's faithful step. The pressure that arrived before our feet touched the floor will not be permitted to lead every step that follows. Fear may speak, but it will not decide our posture. Shame may return, but it will not define our worth. Uncertainty may remain, but it will not cancel faithful action. We give thanks for present grace, for honest prayer, for available wisdom, and for people through whom care may come. God, be praised in our asking, our working, our waiting, and our sharing. Give us today what we need, and give us strength to walk faithfully with what this day brings.